Alright. Alright, so, welcome to the Friday night stream. I'm your host, Apart39. Today I'll be streaming Redfall. And, well, I'm streaming this on YouTube specifically. So, it's just you and me, eh, YouTube? I figured I'd give things a fair shake about and try and commit fully to, well, not really. At the very least, try and commit some time to YouTube, in which, what better game than to start with than with Redfall. I still got like fucking 2 years old worth of footage for Dragon Age, so gotta go through that at some point. I might just upload it raw at this point. Got so much stuff in my freaking drive. Anyway, Redfall, Bethesda's worst game ever released in the year of 2020X. I don't remember which year it is, don't really care for it, and yeah. I remember when I first picked this game up back on launch, because yes, I did pick this up back on launch, that the game was pretty alright, all things considered. I enjoyed it well enough that I could reasonably say it was a very comfortable-ish game. I wasn't expecting the most groundbreaking, revolutionary thing to ever come out in the face of the earth, but I was keeping my expectations fairly low, if I'm being honest. Low enough that I wasn't expecting the full arcane polish, and I wasn't expecting Bethesda at their full A game, so to speak. And so, that brings us to here right now. The game is technically considered dead. Arcane Austin has been shut down. Arcane Studios is still around, but Austin itself has been just kaput. And it was suspected that this game would remain kaput without any way to replay it. Until, one day, one renegade member of Arcane Austin, I'm assuming at the very least, I can't say for certain, one renegade man from Arcane Austin decided to say, yo, fuck that. I'm going to release the offline patch so that people have had their money not wasted. And so here we are. We are in that timeline where we had one mad renegade man just go off and, well, do whatever. So, let's start simply enough. I'm just going to delete my Jacob Boyer character, because that's who we're going to play as. We have the option of Yuri Lowenhall, horror girl, British man, and woman. So our choices are fairly sparse right now. And so I'm going with Jacob here. I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually played the other characters, and I find their characterization pretty alright, if I'm being honest. If we're gonna talk about like raw character writing. Lila is kinda sorta like 2D, but it's the 2D that really is like, it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's the sort of thing. I find Devinder to be pretty interesting in the sense that he's the guy that's like very into this stuff. He's like really into all the stuff that's going on in the game. I have no idea what Remy's deal is, other than the fact that she served time as a combat engineer. And so Jacob, old boy, he's the most neutral character we got. So we're gonna play as Jacob, old boy here. And we're just gonna go off of that. Alright, let me see here. Gotta first adjust a few things right now. Make sure everything is all calibrated, so to speak. Yes, I'm sure. Alright, here we go. Starting from scratch. I have not beaten this game, unironically enough. I've been meaning to try and play it, but yeah, no, I haven't really ever gotten a chance to. So, I guess you could consider this a YouTube exclusive, me playing Redfall. Let's get started, alright? I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people that are going to be clamoring on and say, oh my god, Apart, this is the worst thing to have come out ever since it murdered my dog. Or something like that. Probably never said anything along those lines, but still.
What happened in Redfall is my fault. I think it used to be a nice town. When I first got here, I thought I could help. They said one drop of my blood could change everything. Free people from sickness, maybe from death. A world where nobody was left out. Cups overflowing. Rivers of living water. I was a fool. They were monsters. They took more than a drop. They took everything. Now, something evil is swallowing up this place bit by bit. When the people here realized what was going on, it was already too late. Folks are at each other's throats, begging the monsters to spare them. Some are just hiding, scared, waiting for a rescue that ain't coming. Some tried to get away. But the monsters who started all this weren't having it. There's nowhere to go. Nobody ever believes things can get this bad. Until it happens. Then, it's too late. But there are people who can fight back. I think they can save this place. There's just one thing standing in their way. A whole town full of vampires.
Oh my god. That's a hell of an intro, that's for sure. Suspenseful, even, one could say. Oh, come on now. There's not enough to go around with one body. I'm not saying it's gotta be me.
You can't walk away from me. No one can.
You sure? I could try.
Us. The others want you dead. But I want you here. Alive. I can use you. You will never see the sun again.
Alright, give me a sec. I'm missing something. Is my V-Sync on? Do I even have V-Sync? Sec. Son of a bitch, I'm trying to find if I have V-Sync on. I don't think I do.
Gotta get out of this tin can while there's still daylight.
Alright.
Those things wouldn't let us get away. Need to stock up on medical supplies.
Alright, give me a sec. Something's going on. I think this is what I need to load up. So for some ungodly reason, this game doesn't have V-Sync on. What is with me finding Unreal games without V-Sync? What the fuck? Give me a sec. Let me see. Where the flying flip? Alright, give me a sec. I'm trying to find some V-Sync, man. What the fuck? How is it that I've encountered fucking 3 Unreal games that... Yeah, so saying. How is it I've not encountered 3 games without fucking V-Sync? What the shit? Let's see here. The hell with it, I'm just gonna go do this the old-fashioned way. Where do I have this installed again? It's been in my fucking hard drive for God knows how long at this rate. Let's see. R. Nope, not here. Is it in my other drive? Let me see. There we go. Okay. R. There we go. Should be under, I think, binaries. There we go. I think that should be it. Alrighty. V-Sync. Where the fuck are you at? On. Turn that shit on, yeah? Nope, I still got screen tearing like crazy. Alrighty. So is there anything... is there anything I could fucking do? Oh. Oh, finally! Alright, there we go. Threatening notes. Mr. Sawyer. Okay. Let's see. Missing child. Everett Doyle. See him use code word backpack so he will trust you. Let me see, should I even be using like all the other stuff going on? I'm not using FrameGen, alright? There's many things I'll use. FrameGen is not one of them.
Ain't no escape for them either.
Okay. trying to remember. How do I melee? Damn it. Alrighty. Setting the stage. Alrighty. It's F, okay. Ironically enough, there is a few ways you can get out of here. There's a lot of ways you can go about this, actually. It's unironically still got that arcane iSim DNA in it. It's not that much, again. Yeah, it's not that much, you know, immersive sim jazz, but it's enough where it's... Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't have the crazy iSim stuff from, like, Arcane's Prey or Dishonored. But I think, from my experience, there is a fair amount. With Defender, you see it more prominently in exploration. With Jacob, you see it more in other ways. Yeah, with Jacob, you see it in more other distinct ways. Okay. Let's see if we could try and sneak on by. If I could sneak by, then that proves at the very least that some semblance of Arcane's philosophy exists. Alrighty.
Flares. Could be a trap. Want some people to help.
Alrighty. Yeah, I could sneak, guys. Alrighty. But yeah, I could sneak, guys. Conflict came in the end, but still. Alrighty.
Just a bit farther.
It's really weird seeing Arcane style applied to just conventional first-person shooter. Alrighty. Hush now.
Hey, you alright in there?
Yes. Hello? We're in here. Are you? Are the cultists still around? I can't open the door until they're gone. Oh, Dad would be better.
They cut the power on us. We've got wounded in here.
And they got a bloodsucker in the basement. They all answer to it. Can you help us out? None of us are soldiers. We can't fight those cultists.
Alrighty. Clear out some cultists and a big fuck off vampire downstairs. Of course. Ever so casual and easy, right? Ooh, now that's... Alrighty. Apologies about that. Oh my god. Gulch. Got another shotgun. As if I don't have enough shotguns. See, is there anything else here? Bag of knots. Let's see. Just some poor people out here. That's it. Ooh, look at that. If you didn't go under, you could always go over. Let's see, is there anything up here? Now that's something you don't ever see often. Multiple point of entries. Look, I'm trying to tally up as many positives as possible, alright? If it seems like I'm, for lack of a better word, whoring out for this game, that's because I kinda am. But at the same time, you know, this game isn't that bad, I don't think.
Stay focused, James. One thing at a time.
Bloodsucker!
All clear.
Oh, I leveled up, guys. Let there be light. Alrighty. Yay!
Are the cultists gone?
Safe to come out now. We got them all.
We got them all. Well, I guess the Raven counts too, but I got them all. So we got a pregnant woman, her husband, I guess for lack of a better word, the hick. I mean, then again, I am also a hick too, now I'm thinking about it. But still. Got all sorts of people here in Maine. For example, God-fearing Christians, and God-fearing Christians, and the random clown that's in the sewer. It's Maine. I'm sorry. Stephen King is the only thing that's made this thing prominent. Alright. UV lights set up. Alright, here we are.
You better eat your kale, guy. Is it in your backpack?
Yes. I want to try and get unkindness. Because it's just... Oh, wait. Yeah, I want to try and get unkindness, or at the very least... No, I think it was like Killer Corvus I got last time. So I want to get Killer Corvus, and then after that, just work my way up from there. Got all sorts of stuff here. It's crazy. Alrighty. Let's do some light customizing. Trying to remember, I think you can actually remove the jacket from his head. Oh.
Let's see who's running this outfit. Time to meet the locals.
Indeed and in thought, Benji boy. Alright, let's just... Alright, here we go.
Mr. Boyer, am I right? I'm glad you're here. You'd be the only one. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. I speak for everyone when I say thank you. My name is Terrence Hunt. I'm a doctor. Used to work at Redfall Regional. I'm taking care of everyone here. Sick, injured, and everything in between. If you need medical supplies, come to me. But only take as much as you need. There are other people here who need help just as much as you.
I'm sure they do.
Glad the Reverend kept those flares.
Alright, buy some med supplies here. Let's go talk to the Reverend Ava. I'm trying to think as what denomination of Christianity the good Reverend is from.
I'm glad we're on our side.
It's not...
My name is Reverend Eva. Nice to meet you. Sorry it couldn't be under better circumstances. We were at the homeless shelter before this, but... Anyway, I do the organizing around here. Sending people for supply runs, scavenging, getting people safety.
My good boy.
Sometimes they bring back useful stuff. Check the trunk from time to time. Whatever's in there is yours, if you can spare it.
Alright, lost and found. Reverend. It's not common to see a Reverend decked out with this much bling or tattoos, but... So long as you found God somewhere. I suppose that's all that matters.
Jacob, huh? What's the alley?
Don't ask.
Well, we owe you one. I'm Anna, and this is my husband, Joe. You ran into one of those creeps, yeah? Only way to kill him is with a stake to the heart. Makes him pop like a firework. Those loonies, you can take out with regular guns, and we got plenty of those.
Maybe we should play this with a lower FOV right now. Here we go. Let's try 100. That's the lowest I'll go. 90's the absolute.
Sorry.
She's not sorry.
I ain't sorry. Anyway, nice to meet you.
It's not like I'm playing Doom, right? Let's see. All I got is just 3 shotguns just stacked in the back. Alright, now I can customize my hero. So yeah, I can now... Nope. Yeah, so now I can actually wear my, my just normal jacket. We're just gonna wear the Eyes in the Dark deluxe outfit that I got a long while ago on launch. Just to keep things simple. Alrighty. Alright, I'll break things down further as we tackle at the very least more missions, so...
Don't know how all this started. Don't care. When we got here, things were already a hair shot of Halloween. Dead empty streets. Secret fires. Things creeping in limbs.
Extra?
Made contact on the second day. I got hit hard and drug off. Lights out. Woke up tasting blood. This freak-ass bird in the grill. Just as soon be in hell with my back broke. But it ain't up to me. I can't go back to Bellwether. No one's coming to help these civilians. A few dozen of us tried getting off the island on that ferry. Then bloodsuckers killed the sun, pushed back the ocean. There'll be a few places we can check for supplies. Ain't nothing left to do but cut out, grab some gear. Maybe save some idiots in the process. I'm done talking. Let's go.
For all it's worth, the voice actors, at the very least, from what I've at the very least played with the other characters, are actually trying to some extent in this game. Yuri Lowenhall, I could definitely hear is trying. I'm trying to think, Devinder's actor is also trying too. I don't want to give Yuri the sole benefit and all that. Nope. Alright, and here we are in the open world element. Alright, follow the Hollow Man.
He's trying to scare me to take more than that.
Alright. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, at the very least, when it comes to Yuri, he's definitely trying with the material. Devinder's also trying, or Devinder's voice actor, whoever he is also trying with the material as well. And you know what? They're making best of what they got. Alrighty. Say this right now though, when it comes to the vampires, I just find it more hilarious the fact that the developers at Arcane, the artists, whichever, they decide to go with what is effectively the Twilight look. You know, remember when Twilight, Edward Cullen, and what's his name, Jacob, was all the rage back then, that metrosexual look? You know, with all the leathers and, you know, all the brooding and all that. Yeah, well, it's kind of like that. It's funny just to see something like that return in whenever, in I think this was like 2020 at least. I'm just going to say 2020, despite the fact I put 2020X. Alright, but yeah. It's funny that they decided to go with that angle. One would say it's aged terribly. I say, I think that's kind of the point. Oh. Shit. Oh shit. Fall. Yield. Shit. the one time I wish I didn't have a freaking shotgun. Alright, there we go. UVB ammo, some generic stuff. And it seems like they had their eyes on the helicopter crash. Lovely. Alright, now I got something other than the shotgun. Yeah, I don't have ammo for it though. Great. Classy, real good. Supply wires, binoculars. Alrighty. I should remark, if the footage is coming off choppy on YouTube right now, I am playing this pretty smoothly on my computer, so I'm not sure if it's either the hard drive I have it installed on, or is it something else altogether. Oh, joy. The one time I wish I had that. Let's see. Oh well. I tried. Mother! Ah!
Your food is on the top shelf. Laundry's right next to it.
Thank you. Sorry. Just prepping food for tomorrow, that's why. Protected by lock, home security. At this point, it's just a matter of, never mind. I don't have anything clever to say.
Dad's home.
Ugh, boy, this stings. Ugh, boy. Save for now. Keisha. Alrighty. Ah, the final swan song from Arcane Austin. Whoever that guy is, pushed this out, and well, this is what you got. Light him up.
Hey, this is Jacob. Safe house is up and running.
My Uncle Simon's been missing.
Are you playing games?
Yes.
Not right now. He's D&D.
No, not right now.
What are you playing?
Game. That's it. Streaming. I'll be done in like 45. About.
Ask your coworkers about your 8-hour class?
One moment. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see.
More diligence, B. More diligence. Alright?
Alright.
Don't alright me.
That red mist don't look right. Just avoid it.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how many we could cull before getting spotted. Nope, none. Oh well. I know suppressed weapons actually exist in this game.
That's it. Got 'em all.
Huh?
Is it the fucker guy?
Alright. Royo. Alright. We got. Yeah, just pick up an M4, pick up. Yeah, just pick up an M4. Got a TAR 21 apparently. No, flare gun. Sweet. Burst fire 15, TAR 15. Or no, TAR 12. 21, sorry. Let's see.
Some of those cultists are after the supply cache. You cut them off, or head straight for the supplies. Still that second chopper, too.
Oh. Ah. Alright. Alright, I'm trying to think what to at the very least talk about with this game, specifically. So it's already well known at this point that this game started off as a live service co-op game. It initially had a online only connection thing. I don't know why, of all things, that this game needed an online connection only for a co-op game, but hey, what can you do? Anyhow, this was actually, I'm trying to think. Nope. There we go. Let's see. It's funny to think that people suspected Redfall to have been the next Elder Scrolls game, when in actuality it was like something else altogether. It's funny and somewhat depressing to think that it came out to be this, but still. Huh? Oh, great. Still, though, for what it's worth, at least something. There we go. For what it's worth, at the very least, we got something, at the very least, not, well, something decent-ish afterwards. At least it didn't disappear into the ethos. can't say the same for a lot of other online-only titles, as well as even probably a handful of Ubisoft titles, now I'm thinking about it. I'm still salty about X-Defiant. Ugh. No, but yeah, I'm still salty about X-Defiant. As well as, now I'm thinking about it, like a few other games as well. Speaking of which, I wonder if Ubisoft will ever consider adding offline mode to that Rainbow Six quarantine game. Probably not. They probably forgot about it. What a terrible shame. No lockpicks. Just a bunch of hammers. Great. Oh shit. Oh yeah, Holt. What's a sprained ankle compared to fixing a bunch of vampires? I'm trying to remember. This game kind of reminds me of like another like C-grade game, I guess. What was that stealth game that was kind of like Splinter Cell but with vampires? What was it like? I think it was like Vampire Rain or something like that. Kind of reminds me of that, except without the stealth, and from what I've saw and seen, significantly less frustration too. Yeah, that isn't gonna cause any major commotion. You know, I can't lie though, the idea of a apocalyptic vampire scenario is an attractive and interesting one, I'll say that much. Whether or not Redfall does that well is up for debate, really. But right now I'm in the early parts of it, and we've just barely scratched the surface, I think. I know there's like 3 acts divided into this game. So let's see how the story twists and turns as we progress. I don't think it should take me too long either. A lot of the missions are already categorized by themselves. But yeah, a lot of the missions are already categorized in the way that you have main missions and side stories. A silent rifle. Let's see. First aid. New handgun. It's just probably a different version of the one I'm carrying.
The operators must have had different orders from mine. Why are they throwing so many bodies at this? It's bigger than I thought.
UV beam Medusa. Addison Peter.
Get this intel back to base.
Oh boy. Greased hair and leather jacket. That's what I gotta deal with. Where's this chasm lead? What do we have here? Can't tell if that's the ambience or that's gunfire in the back. Oh, sweet Jesus. Currently? No. Oh, shit. There we go.
This place ain't killed me yet.
I don't think it will in a long, long while. Alrighty, yeah. Let's see what we got. Vicious strike. Additional damage while cloak, camouflage. I just want to get, if there's one thing I do want to get, is just making the cloak last long. If I can make the cloak last a long while, this actually makes my job significantly easier. Oh.
I told you already, I don't want to leave.
You're being stupid again. Think a little. How can we trust these people?
You're there to look for the helping folks out there, even fighting back a little.
You know what happened at the shelter. You think that can't happen here?
We gotta trust somebody, Joe. It can't be us against the whole town.
It already is.
Look, I don't want to leave. You think I'm fit to move again out there? And there's a doctor here. This is the best chance we have.
If something goes wrong, I told you so, Anna.
You gonna eat your kale?
Yeah, I'll eat it after. And,
You wanna on the wing?
This kind of thing is bound to happen sooner.
alright.
Each have
I
like
need some kind of proof or whatever, but you just can't look at the state of things and be surprised with something like this, right? That's why you gotta be ready.
Alright, let's see here. So, sell that. Just scrap these all down, I guess. Let's see. Alright, excellent. Let's see what glorious mission we have now. Alright, so 3 missions. Optional, available. Main. We're gonna do all the optional stuff.
My mother died 5 years ago.
Well, it's not like it's not like the optional stuff is like that time consuming.
I'm glad she's not here to see what's happening to Redfall. She loved this place. Loved me. Loved my father. But a month ago, he disappeared. I can only think that those monsters took him. But I have his pocket watch. It's been in our family for a long time. I was hoping you could do something for me. Would you take it and place it on my mother's grave? At least this way they can be abreast together. It might seem small, but it's important to me. I would be very grateful. Thank you.
Oh, 1 mission at a time. Okay.
I gotta speak on this and not to be quiet about it.
Say what you need to say.
You sent people to Ava. You let folks get taken in by those devils.
I know. I know what I did. I can't undo it.
Folks out there are dead because of what you did. They didn't know, Anna. Look, Ava got what they wanted because you gave it to them.
Right. Partly responsible for all of this.
Terrence, you can't. Good. I hope this haunts you forever.
It will.
Isaac.
Alrighty. Got a proper M4 now. No suppressor though. Bummer. Let's see what we got on the map. Where is it? So it was interesting to see Arcane's philosophy, well, immersive sim philosophy be applied to an open world. The closest that's ever come to that is Dishonor and Deathloop. However, Deathloop was more or less a self-contained, repeating world. Whilst, I want to say at the very least, with Redfall, it's supposed to be, theoretically at the very least, more dynamic. Yeah, theoretically being the key word. And to some extent it is, with more combat-centric encounters and such, and at the very least, later on in the game, in Act 1, conflict between 2 factions, Bellwether and the Cultists. So it's interesting to see that attempt at least. And even more so that everything in this game world space is technically traversable and enterable through some means or fashion. Not all of them, as well, you see here at least. But the places that do matter, and the places that can catch your interest are
A good place to hunker down and stock up after we secure it.
alright, but yeah, places like here, as well as even here, you can see. Oh, damn it. Too close, too close. Alright.
Don't know about you, pork chop. I'm feeling it. some folks feel a little better. Bet I could fix it.
Alrighty. Back out to the fray. Alright, so... yeah, no, what was he talking? Yeah, so Arcane's ISIM philosophy and such. I'm trying to think. Let's move away from me trying to, at the very least, think of compliments for Redfall. Despite the fact there's plenty working against it, I still like to look somewhat on the positives. As well as it being sometime after the fact as well. But let's move away. I've been playing First Berserker Kazan lately. Maluk has been kicking my ass a lot, but I got past him eventually. God, there's one thing I gotta say. When I think Berserker, I don't think... Yeah, so as I was saying, when I think of a Berserker, I don't typically think parrying Maestro, you know? Because for some ungodly reason... Well, I could probably think of a few reasons why, but the developers of First Berserker Kazan decided to say, hey, you know what makes a great Berserker? A guy who's good at parrying.
Safe house.
Even though I would normally think... Even though normally I would think someone that pretty much, just someone that shreds and faces danger head on and the like, you know? Alright, but yeah. That's what I think. But still, I managed to get by First Berserker Kazan's, Maluk fight, and it's just... Oh, it's pretty good, actually. Playing cards, playing cards. Okay. Oh, yes. What great atmosphere, though. God, I dread going to close quarters areas right now. Because I know that my character is not qualified for close quarters encounters. Not yet, at least. He could be. It's just, you know, right now. Dear Glenn. Hugh. Just expecting one of these fucking doors to have something horrifying. Yeah, there's that arcane philosophy there. What's that? A house has got windows on it? Yeah, it's simple. Just break and enter your way through. And we got a vampire living here too. Damn, no way to get in. Funnily enough, with Devinder, you get to see... Yeah, with Devinder, you actually see more opportunities to, like, get in and out of areas in, like, really creative ways, I'd say. Mostly because of his teleporter. With anyone else, you have to pretty much, you know, rely on more conventional means. Got a pump action, baby. cool. Keep it quiet.
Rest and reload.
Oh, yeah, this is just great. Okay. Alrighty. Still got one more in here.
Bugging out.
Can't hurt what you can't see. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, I am not going back in there. Not anytime soon yet. Let's see, do I have anything I could possibly... Cloak lasts longer, regenerates. I do want to... The cloak is just such a freaking hilariously... I wouldn't say broken thing to use, but it is hilariously cool and just funny thing to use in combat. It's like the equivalent of using the cloaking technique in Crisis, right? There's like 1 minute you're there and, you know, everyone is... I see you. Try and get them close. No, did you look at that? Its eyesight is so poor. Yeah, I know, it's a very, very wonderful sight, isn't it? Look the other way from me for a moment. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What can you do? A comet! Yeah, you ever heard of a silenced flare gun? Yeah, silenced my ass. That thing's fucking loud as shit. Patricia Waller Hunt. No. Feel the wrath of my pump action.
Some kind of vampire.
Oh, damn it. They got me. They got me! All I lost out of it was money. see here. Alright. Meat dispenser. Alright. Got some supplies at least. Got safe house missions to take on if we wanted to. I can't use any of the remnant stuff I got. Actually, I think I probably could. I just need to complete the main mission. Damn it. Here, I was hoping for a modicum of leeway. There we go. Bit of an arc trajectory attached to it, but hey, what can you do? Watch as I miss every shot of my... There we go. Just like make every shot ever. Wheeler's Sporting Goods. Those places are protected, man. I can't go in there. Man, I really need to get myself a silenced weapon.
Last one.
Let's see, how much time do I got? Let's just do some roaming around right now. I don't wanna... Yeah, let's do some roaming around right now. I don't want to commit to a mission because I'm running short on time. Both. Yeah, I'm running short on time right now. Try and pick this up tomorrow or something. Oh my goodness, I leveled up! Another skill to my name. Sharpshooter, melee training, deeper pockets. I need to somehow get a better flare gun. Oh, you can actually. I think the most I found was like a double barrel flare gun. Let's see. Gulch rewire kit. Go. Did some fine culling work. at least releasing citizens actually do come with a few benefits. Ammo's among them, health, and of course in this instance, with the more recent and last patch this game had, it's the ability to level up a community standing, which dictates how much of a help you've been to everybody in this game. Some of the benefits are banal at the start, but I'm sure it picks up a little bit where, in terms of quality of life, it improves. I'm not gonna say outright it's gonna make everything better, but still. Firebird, okay. Let's see here, Firebird. And I picked up a G36C with a M4 charging handle.
Hi, dear. Hi, Annie. Hi, Annie.
Let me... There's like a few weapons I've never tried extensively in this game. Mostly because I prefer ballistic weaponry. But still. No silenced weapons, what the fuck? I don't got enough, Alrighty. I know that in terms of stories, as well as even cinematics, this game is not the most flushed with them compared to other Arcane titles. Yeah. But still, I think there's at the very least something of an appeal here. What it is unknown to me currently, as I have not played extensively enough, but still. I feel like there's an inkling somewhere here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if this is the worst people think the game can get, I've played fucking Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. That was pretty bad. Like, real bad. Talking like low down, fetid bad. Let's see how this works. Alright. Stake launcher. Ooh. Now this might actually be more useful. Relatively speaking, it's a projectile weapon is what I'm saying. Let's see. Final round out. One moment.
Yo!
Hey, it works. Alright. Okay. It's time for me to actually properly wrap up. It is getting late and I gotta get going for tomorrow. So that'll be all for this one. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this stream. If you want to see more, I'll be continuing. Possibly tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. This is going to be interesting, I'd say. I've not played Redfall since the last patch came out back in last year. Why the fuck does it feel like it's been a lot longer? Well, in either instance though. Yeah, so let's see what the remnants of Redfall has to offer. Was it truly the worst game to come out? Maybe, I don't know. But certainly, at the very least, there's some merit to it, and I see some kernels of not so much gold, but at the very least, silver and copper here and there. You know, the standard arcane philosophies and all that. iSim elements like multiple entry points, as well as even approaching how you want. It all leads to the same route, combat, but still, I'm hoping that at the very least I could probably be more, not cohesive, but at the very least more conducive with my thoughts on it. Still though, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next one. Until then, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.